Hey Pisces, good morning. Welcome to my channel. My name is Katie and today I'm going to be doing your daily reading. Thank you to all of you who have extended your support, your kindness, and your advice for my COVID situation. I'm feeling a whole lot better. I have my moments, but I really appreciate how supportive you all have been. Universe, please bring in the most relevant and important messages for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What are the most relevant messages, accurate predictions, powerful confirmations, and the best advice for Pisces? King of Cups, first card showing up. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. So, it seems to me like you're doing the best you can. It seems to me like you are taking a situation that could be a playground for pettiness, is what I just heard, and trying to make the most out of it, being truthful, being honest, open, and really not buying into all the bait that could be there for you to get into gossip or drama or things like that. Well, let's see the full picture. I'm going to set up the whole Celtic cross and then get into the messages. I hope you're all doing great. Please comment below, let me know how you guys are doing. So we've got lots of water energy and lots of fire energy. Some of you could be dealing with a fire sign or someone who's very fiery. Maybe you are feeling quite fiery yourself at this time. So I see here that in the past, Pisces, you may have thought that you were very emotionally mature, but now you're very emotionally mature because you realize that you still have a lot of work to do and that is okay. You see yourself in the past and you realize that even though, yes, you had a lot going for you as far as emotional maturity, that there, was an understanding that you were further along down the road of wisdom that you perhaps thought you were at the moment. And now, there is this sense of maturity, and it has been coming up in all the readings, very strongly, this sense of embodiment of the lessons that you have been exposed to. Really integrating that masterful version of who you are now. And it has a lot to do with the lessons that you have learned in relationships and in all sorts of connections, because in your mind space you've got here the 6 of coins. I don't know if you can see that there. Equal give and take, giving, receiving, making sure that you are being generous, that you are being kind, but making sure that others are showing up as well. Making sure that you're not giving too much, receiving too much, giving too little, receiving too little, a balance there. And you've experienced all sorts of situations that take you back to that specific lesson. Some situations may have been about friendship, misplaced loyalties, maybe being very loyal to someone who ended up not being loyal to you. Or that could have happened in romantic love, maybe in business, maybe, any kind of imbalance in that scenario. Those situations have kind of being sprinkled all over your past, and now you understand them. You're ready to move forward with that understanding too. It seems like Chai agrees. I don't know if you heard him. So what the universe wants you to know is that from this point on, things are going to be quite fast. Some of you may have been held back. Quite a bit too. Held back by a lack of desire to deal with other people, like kind of like a hermit mode energy, but based on fear of opening up to someone, fear of trusting someone, fear of exposing yourself to what could potentially be yet another one of these experiences in which you realize that maybe you still don't know how much to give or how to honor what you need to be receiving, etc. So some of you have been really kind of like pushing yourself away from connections altogether. And what the universe is letting you know is that this is actually much more integrated within you, these lessons, than you realize. And that your intuition is actually very, very spot on about things. So if you just let yourself feel your way through, your intuition will tell you how to go about things. With the Six of Cups in the near future, all of this may have been getting you ready to be able to trust someone again. Because in the near future, I see here a soulmate. Someone that comes in with love, with kindness, with truth. This could be someone you have spent time or connection with in a past life or in a younger time in this life. It could be a friend, it could be a lover, it could be really any context, but this is someone who really cares about you. And you're going to be connecting more and more with them. And all the lessons that you have learned will allow you to take this connection, which is absolutely worth it, to a whole new level, which will be very enriching for you in your life. But you had to learn those things first before this person either arrived or came back, because this could be someone from the past. You're still, it seems, a little bit defensive. Maybe you see yourself as a lone wolf at this time, Pisces, and you kind of like it that way. Maybe there's a part of you that wants to open up to people, connect to people, but you resist. You set boundaries. You even may push people away because of fear. Some of you guys are actually quite overwhelmed. And if you're pushing people away, it may be because you feel like you have no energy to properly take care of a relationship. It may be a very fair assessment. Maybe right now you could be really in-depth connected with a bunch of people who are your friends, but maybe you don't want to go into that deepness, depth of connection with them because you know that your responsibilities are overwhelming and adding to that is not healthy for you at this time. Maybe you feel like you're going to end up disappointing people because you are just too busy. Maybe you're just too focused on whatever it is that you're doing that they cannot be a part of your priorities, unfortunately, for them. But it seems like you would like that, but maybe not right now. I don't know, that's what I'm picking up. Yeah, because with the Ace of Cups here, it's like you want connection, you want love, you want support. You understand that there are people who are trustworthy. You understand that friendship exists and love exists and things can be great. But you also understand that there's a level of commitment that you need to have, you know, in order to expect the other person to have that level of commitment too. Some of you are flying away from the things that make you feel overwhelmed. And that is going to open space for you to have deeper connections. Maybe you haven't been able to because you have been genuinely very busy. But I think that's going to change. I feel like your schedule is going to be kind of liberated, which is interesting because I saw some astrological things saying the exact opposite. But yeah, I do feel like you're going to be leaving a sense of overwhelm in the past. There is going to be powerful change here around the time of the new moon. Some of you are just like so close to understanding something in your life, but you're not there yet, and it may feel just a little bit blurry. The answers you need are coming. Conclusions are within reach. A fiery climax approaches. I feel like it has all to do with the new moon at the end of the month, to be honest. I think it's on the 30th. Some of you have spoken to maybe people in your life that you feel like you cannot honor properly because you're overwhelmed. Some of you have been very honest, authentic, open, and literally just said what you felt. And people may have not responded well, or they may have not understood what you meant. And I don't know, I get a sense that maybe after this full moon, things are going to be a little different. I get a sense that some of you cut off maybe a group of people, a friend, several friends, a family member, several family members. I don't know, you cut someone off and now you're missing them more than you expected. Take it if it resonates. I deserve respect. And that's where it all comes, back to your boundaries. That you deserve the space to process life. You deserve to have time and space to feel overwhelmed if you are feeling that way, to decompress and not have anyone on your back asking you to do that faster. You know what I mean? You deserve respect. The quote that I'm getting in my mind right now is, don't aim to be liked, aim to be respected. And do what's right for you. And if, right now you can have 1, 2, or 3 relationships that are actually good and you can really, really honor them and they really honor you, then stick to that. You don't have to be everything to everybody, Pisces. I am good enough. Other people's expectations may tell you otherwise, but ultimately you cannot stretch yourself to be and satisfy all the expectations that every person has on you. Every person, first and foremost, has different ways of seeing what is ideal. And it's impossible to be everything and satisfy every need of every person. And just trying to do that, is not even healthy. I have a higher purpose. Some of you know very well what that purpose is. And if you are one of the lucky ones, then honor that purpose. Don't let yourself be guilt-tripped into, making choices that ultimately are being made out of fear of disappointing someone, fear of not being good enough, fear of not having friends. Make choices out of the love that you have for that person or for your purpose or for yourself. Make decisions out of love, not fear, every time that you get a chance to, okay? I love you guys so much. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for all of your beautiful messages. I am getting better. I will be stronger and probably you're going to hear me clearer in the next couple of days. I love you all. I'll see you in the next reading. Bye.